Catch the kicks that count with Saturday Sport.
Unbeaten since October, Thatcham Town are having one hell of an incredible season. And the man making it all happen, he sat right next to me, Danny Robinson. Hello.
Hiya, how are we going? All right?
Yeah, very well. Thanks for coming on. Let's start straight off with that record breaking, so I hear.
Yeah, so I've been told. I must admit, in my managerial career, I don't think I've ever hit 18 wins on the bounce. But the age-old saying, you're only as good as your last game. So obviously we're looking forward to Saturday. Cup football's completely different to league football. So
big game Saturday, Thatcham versus Bromsgrove Sporting. It's the FA Vase and it's fifth round proper. Talk us a little bit about how you're feeling about the game coming up, along with the fact that if we get a win, then that's 3 games away from a game at Wembley.
Excited. It's really exciting. You know, if you're involved in football, these are the kind of games that you want to be involved in. Bromsgrove are a terrific side with a very, very big following, but beatable. You know, 100% we've really prepared well this week, and all the lads seem to have an extra spring in their step. And you know, fingers crossed, if you've got a bit of lady luck and everything like that, anything can happen on the day, and we are very much looking forward to it. I know the club's worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make sure everything's right as well, and yeah, it's just one of those ones where whatever happens between 3 and 5 will happen, but I know that my boys will always give a good account of themselves.
You're saying there, they're sounding very, very confident, but now you see you've got the league's going great. It's the FA Vase, it's like the FA Cup preliminary rounds that you're in. It's a big, big tournament. Does the vibe change at all with the squad?
Yeah, a little bit, because everybody dreams about getting to Wembley. You know, I always remember Wembley when you was younger and you watched the build up for the FA Cups, and it was a whole day thing and it was the best thing, you know, and every footballer or every manager or coach, physio, whoever's involved in non-league football or football in general, dream of getting to Wembley. And you know, I'm no different, my players are no different, my bosses at Thatcham are no different, as well as the staff. And so there is like an extra, I say, pot of gold at the end of the rainbow in the Vase. Of course, the most important thing in the bread and butter is the league, of course, but what a wonderful distraction the FA Vase is. If you're going to have a distraction and a chance, if you win games, to get to Wembley, then, you know, so be it, and we are happy to be as far as we are now.
Now, speaking of distractions, when you came out of the early stages of the FA Cup, did that cause a distraction between the squad? Was morale down at all?
No, never. No, never. So I think this is that was the furthest we've been for a long time in the FA Cup with Thatcham. Obviously, we played a very good side in Banbury, away from home, or a Southern Premier. And on the day, of course, their quality did show in the end. But you know, once again, my boys, I can hold my hand up high and say we gave a good account of ourselves. But whenever we have lost this season, which I know it was 2 league games, one in the FA Cup and one in the Reading Senior, we've always bounced back with a win straight after. And that's just testament to how good and how strong the mentality of my players are at the moment. And you know, they are a pleasure to work with, and more for Saturday if they get through. It is about them, and hopefully, fingers crossed, if they are at it, then we will get through.
Brilliant. Now let's talk a little bit about the opposition. So Bromsgrove, they're a well-supported team. You said yourself you've been there before to watch a game. Are you expecting a big turnout this Saturday?
I think so. I think the general consensus is around the club that we will get a very big turnout. They are very well supported. Like I say, I went up there. It was midweek, cold, and they were playing a Birmingham Senior Cup game against Nuneaton, who are in the Conference North, and I think they still averaged between 300 and 400, and that was just a cold Tuesday evening in a smaller cup competition. I think that they will travel well. I understand that they've already sold out 4 coaches, I think, plus the people that will travel there on their own. And also as well locally, I think they're getting a fair few local people interested, and hopefully we'll get them through the gate as well.
Brilliant. And of course, the record for attendance at Thatcham was in an FA Vase game. So these people, you know, Thatcham, Newbury, they're listening in now. They're going to be watching maybe this on video. What would you say to them to get them down there?
Come down and get behind your local club. You know, obviously Hungerford Town are away. I don't think Newbury's got a fixture, and you know, so we are the team, the most local team that is playing at home. You know, and if we do win, it's 3 games away from Wembley. I don't want it to turn into Bromsgrove taking over Thatcham. I want it to, as many Thatcham people or local people, to come down, get behind the lads, and you know, if they come down once, what's the harm of trying once? You know, if you like your football, you know, like anybody does, you know, you might be encapsulated by it, and you may want to come down again. But I tried to play a good brand of football, attacking wise. try to get people through the gate, because I feel that's a part of my job being the first team manager as well. And hopefully, fingers crossed, people will turn up on Saturday that maybe haven't been before, and will go away thinking, do you know what, I wouldn't mind going back again, and that's what it's all about.
Well, as we've seen in the league, the odds are they're going to go down there and they're going to see a win. They're going to be sat in the winning end, and especially if don't get me wrong, there's a few people around here, they're Reading fans, they don't know what that feels like this season, so it might be a nice change for them. Let's get back to the league. So you're sitting at the top, it's where every team wants to be, massive unbeaten record, but what is the pressure like in the squad for everyone? You're the team now everyone wants to topple.
Yeah, I must admit, throughout my managerial career, I've always been the bridesmaid. I had 9 fabulous years at Alsford Town, come second twice in the Wessex Premier. But the difference was, we was always top for a long time. Obviously, we've had to chase Highworth down. It's only this week that we've gone above them on goal difference, and I felt sometimes the pressure's off a little bit more when you are chasing. But yeah, now we're atop. Obviously, Highworth do have a game Saturday, so they can go back straight above us. But it's a different pressure when you're up top, because you're there to be shot at. Everybody will raise their game at 10, 15 extra %. And I must admit, every time that we have a fixture at Thatcham, because of how good the ground is and the facilities and everything like that, and they perceive us to be one of the bigger sides in the league, people do raise their games, and it is difficult. And to win 18 games on the bounce is only testament to how well my players are doing at the minute.
Now, without wanting to jinx anything, we're hoping, of course, fingers crossed, everything crossed, promotion at the end of this season. But beyond that, where do you see the future of Thatcham Town Football Club?
Hopefully just growing. I moved to the area about 15 years ago now, and I've spent a fair few times going down to Waterside Park and watching Southern League games, and I always remember one of my first games was going to watch Thatcham versus Winchester City, when they were still are a very big club, but they brought down all their bus shelter band, and I can always remember the atmosphere and everything like that. But I want to go one better than that. I want, me as a manager, there's no point in getting out of bed in the morning if you don't have ambition, and I think the club share that. They work tirelessly behind the behind the scenes, and it's really, we want to get as far as we can. The most important thing, obviously, it's lovely to be in this FA Vase at this stage, but the most important thing is getting out of the Hellenic League, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can do that this season. And then obviously, we just want to push on as far as we can go.
Brilliant, sounds good. Now, last question is about you being a manager. You've beaten Man City's winning streak. A lot of people are going to notice that. You're an Arsenal boy, aren't you? You're an Arsenal fan?
I am, yeah.
Now, that's like Arsene Wenger's leaving at the end of the season. If you get the call, mate. If you get the call.
Well, hopefully it'll go to Jurgi Lowe, the German national manager. But no, my personal ambitions aside, is I just want to do as well I can do for Thatcham. Thatcham is I live in Thatcham now. It's my hometown club. My dad comes down, he helps out behind the scenes. My wife, she sits there and she helps out behind the scenes. She was actually cutting people's hair in the change room on Tuesday after training. So it is, my ambitions have been, since I've been at Thatcham, have always been met by the football club as well.
Brilliant.
And all I want to do is get Thatcham promoted. Hopefully, if we can get through another round of the Vase Saturday, then brilliant. And hopefully I can grow with a football club that wants to grow as well. So so looking forward to it.
Well, you've seen we've got quite a big social media following here. So if you ever try and get anywhere soon, we'll come for you. Don't worry about that. We want you at Thatcham. No, you're doing great work. It's a pleasure to have you here today. Best of luck for Saturday.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.